One can only imagine how 6-year-old Clement feels. A victim of cholera, his body reduced to just skin and bones. His father doesn't seem to know what cholera is.
He has been eating wild fruits in the bushes. So I think those trees are what's making him sick.
The disease is claiming victims every day. There's a frightening lack of awareness of cholera in remote villages. Aid agencies say many are dying without the disease being identified or recorded, as government officials struggle to cope with the crisis. Here are some of the ways officials are trying to stop the spread of cholera. People have to walk through this disinfectant which kills the bacteria. And once you leave this actual center, you have to come here and wash your hands in this special treated water, which smells a bit like chlorine, but health officials say that it actually does the job in stopping the spread of the disease. Because of poor service delivery, some people drink water from unsafe sources. In the cities, foul-smelling sludge flows from burst sewer pipes. People do all they can to avoid getting infected, but frightening figures by the United Nations, over 3,000 dead and more than 60,000 infected, suggest they're losing the fight. State hospitals aren't much help. Secret filming done inside one hospital in Bulawayo show how things are barely functioning. A chronic shortage of medical staff and drugs has made some families resort to traditional healers
In the name of Jesus, God.
or divine intervention. The situation is dire.
No medication in the shelves. Nothing that nurses and doctors, the few who are at work, can actually use. They're saying, how can they work like this? And they're refusing to come to it because they just can't cope, they can't manage.
And that's not the worst of it. Tired of the stench coming from the hospital mortuary that hasn't worked in months, unclaimed, decomposing bodies are finally being buried by residents of the town.
I am told some of these bodies have been in the hospital mortuary since January 2008. So they've been there for over a year. And so today we decided as residents to actually give them proper burial.
Grim proof the humanitarian crisis in Zimbabwe has reached unprecedented proportions. It seems the government can't even afford to bury its own people. How is it going to even begin fixing the mess it's got itself in? Haru Mutasa, Jazeera, Zimbabwe.